Paimon thinks we got this in the bag.
Okay. Watch and learn.
No way! She hit every cube in one shot and Paimon's head is spinning after watching that. Did you see how she did it?
Even if the rules have changed a
Oh, right. No wonder you're so good. But before you say anything, we won't do anything that...
A wish, huh? Then I wish that we never cross paths again.
Wait, what?
That's precisely why. Don't ever come near me or speak to me again. Surely that's a wish you can't. This is my final word of warning. If I ever see your faces again... Scared now? Good! Then don't come here again!
Paimon doesn't get it. Did we do something wrong? Fair enough. Anyway...
So...
Yeah.
no need to be
Oh, I once saw some Naganohara fireworks.
Really? Then...
Whoa, really? Thank you very much. And if I may ask, are you Lord Kaedehara Kazuha?
Yes, that's me. But I'm afraid...
I've seen you with your sword in the wilderness. You made quick work of...
that must have been when I was trying to escape Inazuma. It wasn't as impressive as the head of the Kamisato clan also lent me his assistance at the time. By the way, this is his sister.
Oh, so you must be the one and only Shirasagi Himegimi. What an honor.
There's no need to be so formal.
I never imagined I'd ever meet someone as distinguished as you.
Hey, don't you...
Oh, I'm sorry.
Really? That's strange.
I'm not sure why, but actually, I'm the most timid of the three of us. I hid for days. Sorry for rambling on.
It's okay. You can't excel at...
Hey there. Chatting away, I see. Mind if I join you?
I've never seen a Kappa before.
Hello,
Thank you for bringing so many amazing...
Oh, I should mention that, I even have my own...
Classic Ito! Don't confuse them. Everyone's...
Hey, this is my mom.
When it comes to having...
Oh, yeah? All right.
Sure, bring...
please don't... And you also have a...
Well, boss! Oh, it's the boy. Ah, darn it. I was so caught up with the yokai that I forgot I was supposed to scare the daylight.
Boss! Boss!
Wait, what now?
We shouldn't have ever doubted you. Yeah, the taste still gets shivers.
Oh, anyway, it turns out there aren't... Right?
So I'm not sure where you've been or...
Huh?
Huh?
Wait, hold on, little Yoko. You're kidding, right? Wait, you know, now's not really the time for that.
No, I'm serious.
But if it wasn't you guys, does that mean there are real ghosts?
Oh, that's right. Paimon is...
But we're the only three
So she was a ghost?
Boss, save us!
Calm down. Everyone just...
What's all the noise about?
Oh, you're the Tenryou Commission?
Hazel!
There's nothing to fear. Even if they're... Ito, you and your gang should go and inform the Up Traveler, Paimon.
Oh, okay.
Paimon somehow feels...
The Shrine Maiden appears to be urging us to
But where did she go? Has she been... Will Paimon be next? Oh, Paimon will never leave your side now.
The words are scribbled hastily, but there's no evidence of a struggle. However, aren't there too many words written here? I believe that the 3 items chosen for the doggo milk was chosen by the merchant who funded the event. So, does the Hagoita...
Let's worry about that later. Paimon would love to... How about we...
I still have my fear of...
Okay then, maybe the shrine?
Traveler, Paimon, I'd like your assistance.
That's fine with Paimon. What do you think, Traveler?
I have a few... There are some places...
Sure.
I want to go back to... I believe there may still be... Are you worried that my worry...
Wow, Haze.
The more cases you... This should be approximately where you first encountered the ghost. Of course, but I'd like to go over...
Let Paimon think. She warned us not to go...
And then what happened?
Then, Paimon saw some... Exactly.
It's possible, even if she is a ghost.
Wasn't she
I think she was just trying to scare you.
Oh.
Think about it. Besides,
That does make sense.
I believe there are only 2, but if you had really been cursed, then you would probably have... So, the...
But why would she want to scare us away? Maybe she was trying to get us to quit so she could claim the test of courage. Oh! Probably not. So why does she want to scare us? Do you...
Based solely... But this evidence, though... Have you found any leads yet?
Yeah, some tree branch...
I see. After you aside from the bent branch, if only there was some more conclusive evidence.
Excuse me. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, it's you guys! What are you all doing here?
We heard you were out searching for clues.
Oh, that's really brave of you.
Actually, we just asked the that lady is either a nasty evil spirit or a formidable yokai. Either way, it's not good. But we still...
We long admire, which is why we want, even though our powers are limited.
The Chinju Forest covers a large area, so it'd be great to have more help in the investigation. Welcome to the team. Let's all do our best to figure out what's going on.
Don't worry, we're very familiar with the area. We won't miss any clues. Look what I found down by the river! Huh? What is it?
Is it a scrap?
Shade
Yeah, there's a rough tear.
branch?
Suppose that'll... When the shade cloth... Either she didn't...
But what?
I'm only maybe she used it to create the atmosphere you experienced. Let's not worry about that. Next.
Oh, I know. I asked the gang member.
Good. Let's go find out what.
This is the place. They claim that
We saw the very same.
Let's start by taking a look around the area. Just as.
I found some sort of. The inside of it looked.
Judging from the burn marks left on brother,
There's some strange powder in the cracks of these stones. I picked some up.
Similar scare tact. I believe we're closing. I'm almost certain that the woman she possesses no extraordinary powers. She was merely.
Some small.
First and foremost, you were initially. Because you were already. That's when she pulled.
so it was all just a.
She tricked us.
There is, however, still one loose end. The person. That couldn't have been accomplished. She can only use props to scare people in the forest. But she can.
Whoa, that.
If we rule out the potential, I know who the woman is.
We'll come along.
No. You should go back and tell the other the truth has surfaced.
Okay, if you run into any.
There shouldn't be any danger. Let's search along the cliffside. If I'm not mistaken, there should be a chunk of earth that's unlike the others.
I knew it. I knew that you would come find me here.
There she is. Paimon thought you. So, who are you? And what?
I have already warned you never to speak to me. If you don't leave now, then...
She's terrifying. Hazel, it sure doesn't seem like she's using any props this time.
Don't move. Just trust. Your yokai power won't scare us.
Yokai power?
Huh? How did you know?
You're a yokai that emerged from an object and assumed a human form outside of your own body. When this type of yokai is close to its own body, it can use some yokai power. And if the original body is destroyed, then the yokai that are... Should I refer to you as a Hagoita spirit or Tsukumogami?
Don't bother. You may call me
Chizuru, if you're a yokai, you should understand. Besides,
Yes. That's why. That's why.
sad?
I'm sure, but they don't... The samurai was about 25 years old when they met at the festival. They met again 10 years later and remained friends. They spent time together drinking, traveling, and sparring. When they had first met, they merely respected each other, but 10 years later, they became best friends. After another decade, the samurai had reached the pinnacle of his swordsmanship and won their duel by a narrow margin. Kamai was so astonished by his defeat, he gave up drinking and began training to become stronger for their next duel. However, another 10 years later, Kamai did not meet the samurai. As it turned out, war had broken out in the south, and the samurai had gone to defend the border. Kamai was unconcerned, because 10 years was nothing in a yokai's lifetime. But when they met once again, Kamai discovered that the samurai was already 65 years old. He couldn't believe his eyes when he saw the samurai's gray hair and scars covering his body.
Hey, old friend. Can you still wield the sword?
I'm getting too old to fight. This time, I've come to say goodbye.
I see. Then, how about one last game of Akitsu Hazara?
All right.
The samurai gave his best effort during the game, but had to quit halfway through because he was too weak. After putting down his Agoita, Kamai remained silent for a long time before letting out a long sigh.
What a shame.
Their friendship started as something they looked forward to, and in just a few decades it turned into regret. Lord Kamai's appearance hadn't changed, but his dear friend in front of him had grown old. The joys of friendship gradually gave way to the pain of regret. People often say that those outside the situation can see things more clearly. We yokai are different from humans. We have longer lifespans and different natures, but when the dream ends, even a wise and seasoned yokai like Kamai felt sadness when it was time to say goodbye. Imagine what a pure and kind...
Oh.
So,
I was hiding on this beach, but those 3 yokai came. I didn't want them to approach humans with unbridled optimism and enthusiasm just because they'd...
is that why you pretended to be? Oh, so you must be the one who trapped that guy in the...
My power has become pretty weak now, but that jerk was greedy. He wanted to steal the decorations from Akitsu. That's why I used my...
Ah, so that, by the way, how did...
It's okay if you don't want to tell us. Your true form is this pair of Hagoita, isn't it?
Hagoita? Oh, wait! So that means she's...
The pair of Hagoita used by Kamai and the human samurai to play Akitsu Hazura hundreds of years ago. You gradually developed sentience after being influenced by great yokai power. You were the closest to witness their story. Even with the yokai power's blessing, the Hagoita have started to rot away after hundreds of... And if my theory is correct, this pair of Hagoita is...
Excellent work. You figured it all out. Congratulations, little ones. You've passed the 3rd round of the...
Miko? And...
I apologize for causing you concern.
Because fear is induced by uncertainty, the more chaotic the situation, the better.
So you're the one responsible for all...
Hitomi, go tell the others that the test of courage has...
Now that I've solved the mystery, I'm going back to meet with my client. The intent... I'll see you 2 later.
Miko? Did you choose the Hagoita for the 3rd round of the test of courage because you already knew...
Miko! Lady Yae...
I followed Kitsune Saigu around the Mikawa Flower Festival one year and saw her play Akitsu Hazura. That was when I saw you. You didn't have a human form at...
I remember now. You were on Kitsune Saigu's shoulder.
I went for a stroll on the beach some time ago and sensed a familiar yokai power. Though your power was weak, I was still able to find you. You were sitting in a tree, I overheard you telling yourself that you must be patient and avoid contact with humans.
Huh? When was that?
With your powers being so diminished, you must have been blaming yourself all this time. You knew Kamai and the samurai.
At the time, I couldn't take on a human form like after they first met at the Mikawa Flower Festival. But after they said their final goodbyes, I could often hear Kamai sigh. Lady Yae, you are a well-known yokai. You must know many more things than I do. So I have a question for you. People meet, become friends, and then go their separate ways. After such a short time, they leave only regret and sadness in their wake. Is it really worthwhile for us yokai to interact with humans?
Why not? Tell me, how did you feel when you played Akitsu Yugen with the Traveler?
I felt happy, but...
But your rationality told you that it was wrong, didn't it? It turns out that there is still another piece to the story of...
What do you mean?
True, but the story doesn't end there. That samurai's name was Yanagibashi Takuto, who also happens to be the founder of the Soran Ishin art. It is believed that Takuto developed this style of swordsmanship while dueling with Kamai, who had also befriended the third-generation heir of the Soran Ishin art, Tominaga Masanari. 500 years ago, Kamai and Tominaga fought side by side until their final moments, and the sword Tominaga wielded was passed down from Yanagibashi. The regret... We yokai are not like humans. Humans have too short a lifespan, and the day will inevitably come when we must say goodbye. However, the bond formed by friendship will not be broken, but rather carried on in a new form. There's no reason to be upset by this. Time flies by in an instant, and life passes by like a dream. So, you must be happy in the present. You should understand what I mean now.
Hey, compadres!
Ito, what are you doing here?
He told me I even know who the ghost lady is now. Hey, you're that fox lady. Why are you here?
Please.
Right. All right, listen up. To celebrate the end of the Test of Courage event, we will be holding the Mikawa Flower Festival. I gave it some real thought and realized that it might be kind of difficult for those little yokai to hold the festival on their own. But with my help, it won't be a problem. That's right. Arataki, the one and only Ito, will be in charge of organizing.
Hooray for...
Oh.
Can we really trust this guy with the festival?
Hey, what you trying to say? Everyone's busy getting ready, and the festival will be...
You're the best, Ito!
And what would a festival be without me? I'll be sure to go have a look, too. It has been some time since I've attended a festival.
Paimon's gotta admit, a festival, delicious food. Count Paimon in!
All right, I'll join. If you don't...
Looks like the festival has started! Let's go check it out! Ito and Goro! What are you two talking about?
Oh, I was just saying...
Fishing.
Take it from an expert, using your hands to catch fish is nowhere near as fun. Just the other day, I caught a fish so big that I didn't even know how to handle...
That's an unusual problem.
Huh? A big fish? How can...
Huh? You?
Oh, you bet I did. I wrote to the That's Life column and asked Miss Hina for advice. She's so amazing. She got back to me really quickly, too.
Huh. What a coincidence. I do some part-time work there, and I recently received a similar letter.
You mean the letter was about dealing with a giant fish they caught? No. Could it be? Could it be that there's someone as good at fishing as I am? Oh, not on my watch. Hey, you all go enjoy the festival. Just you wait. I'll be inviting you all to my fish feast.
Aw, the string snapped. I was so close. Yoimiya, this is more difficult than it looks. Can you really fish out these water balloons with a string?
Don't worry. Let me show you a... Yo-Yo Tsuri! Paimon's seen this game in some light novels before.
Do you want to give it a shot?
Oh, it looks kinda tricky. Paimon will let the traveler...
But Yoimiya, if I close one eye, I won't be able to see anything.
This ramen is so good.
Yes, and
You mean you don't get to eat ramen very often, Ayaka? But it's so delicious!
Oh, it's you. Food like ramen and hot pot tend to have a lot of oil and salt,
so I don't.
Oh.
Yeah, now Paimon totally gets why Ayaka was.
Huh?
Oh,
Phew, I'm stuck.
by the way, were there any special stalls?
Yes, but. Well, it's a long story.
Paimon can't believe you couldn't get a single water balloon. You've gotten rusty. Chizuru managed to finally get one and gave it to Hitotsume Koso.
He looked like he really.
But Paimon wanted.
All right, then I'll catch one.
Yay!
Come on now, this is way more expensive than usual. Even if it is a festival, you shouldn't hike up the prices this much.
Hey now, it costs money to run a stall. I need to raise my...
Fair enough. How about 5 masks for 30% off?
All right, all right.
It's so hot. Feels like I'm being roasted here.
Don't get too close.
I know. It's just so rare to see such.
There are many beautiful things in the world. There's no need to be anxious. The festival...
I was surprised that you didn't even tell your sister.
It would have been uninteresting had I told her what was going to happen ahead of time. Besides, with her friends by her side, she wouldn't ever be too scared. Having a little...
Everything went according to plan. People started to panic.
Hey, you two, stop laughing! It was scary!
Have you finished exploring the festival? Well then, are you having a good time?
Yeah, it's.
The original Mikawa Flower Festival was much more live because it's always more.
Yes.
Well then, I'm guessing.
What did you want to say?
Ah, you saw through me again.
It's not that I know everything. It's just that I've been in your position before.
Traveler, do you have a moment? I'd like to talk to you. All right, here will do. Thank you for agreeing to... Actually, I was a yokai derived from a pair of Hagoita who came into being in the middle... I wanted to go to more but every evening, as night began to set in, then I would wonder. As a result, I was convinced that I couldn't... I'm sorry that I spoke so strangely when we first... I expected you to... I knew you mistook me as one of the Perhaps it was because I knew I didn't have much time left, and I didn't want to be alone. Anyway, thank you for taking the time to play with. When we played Akitsu Yugen, Paimon said the loser would have to... At the time, however, you still came and found me. Meaning, let me think. Okay. I wish that every day of your journey ahead will be filled with joy, like a festival.